This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. Today topic is spring security. Okay. Then first, what is the security? What is the meaning of security? Why so much important is the security? Anyone? The security is required for only web applications or any programming language or like anywhere it is required or only applications is required. Every time, everywhere we are hearing security, security, security. What is the meaning of security? For one building, we have one security person. Okay. Why we appointed the security person? Ganesh?
um, for stealing of data.
No. If you think it is a building, yeah, stealing of data,
Stealing when
stealing
it
of
comes to our
property. Hmm. Why we appointed the security person in front of any building or in front of any office or for house? Why
not to
we
get in, not to allow unauthorized persons into the building.
okay, good, good thing. Okay,
Only allow the people who are authorized into the building.
okay. Mahindra.
Same Anna.
Okay. If any person try to enter into the building, the security person will stop or not?
Yeah, he will.
He will. He will stop. Then, what question he will ask? If someone is trying to enter into the building, the security person will definitely he will stop in front of the gate.
Do you have? Suppose if it is a IT company, he will ask for ID card.
Okay, he will ask for
ID
card.
okay. Then,
If he don't have ID card, then he will ask.
after
He will
showing
call
his ID card, okay. If after showing his ID card, he will ask any other question.
He will ask him to enter his details in the register somewhere else.
If you don't have any ID card, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Or else
After entering,
there
yeah.
are two options.
Okay.
Entering details and or else by calling to the person whom where he wants to go. Okay, if he allows, I mean, if he say okay, you can
Okay.
access him.
Okay.
Then he will ask him to that person to go inside the building.
Okay. What the questions? What the basic questions he will ask? Okay. First question. Who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Why
okay,
did
second
you came
question.
here? To whom you want to meet?
Yeah. Whom do you want? Whom do you
want to meet?
Whom do you meet? This is the two questions. Okay. I can simplify the questions. Who are you? What's the purpose? Okay. Okay. For the first question, the people, how they will reply for the first question, how they will how they will answer for the first question. If they ask who are you, how the person will satisfy to the security person? That is my question. If
he will say like he will some relative or friend to so and so person who is living in that apartment.
Okay, he has to show. The security person asks who are you, definitely he has to prove himself. He is the so and so person. Then what he will do? He has to show his
ID card.
ID card or his some any thing. This is not a building. if it is a like some for example, it's a IT company.
Okay.
You went for interview.
Okay.
The security person stop you. What they will ask?
You will ask for Aadhaar card and enter details here in the book.
Only two questions you will
And
enter.
along with,
He will ask, right? Who are you? What's the
why
purpose?
did you come here?
Why did you come here? What's the purpose? For the first question, he has to show his
Aadhaar card or something.
He has to show his identity. Identity means it may be the Aadhaar card, it may be the PAN card, anything he has to show. For the second question, what he has to reply?
For the interview.
For the interview purpose. Okay.
Okay.
Now think this is our web application.
Okay.
Okay. Then how we will provide the security for our web application? Or it is that much important to provide security for our web application or any application?
Yes, it is very important.
Okay, why?
Because
hackers may hack the application.
Sorry?
Hackers may hack the application and
Hackers
steal
may...
the data. Suppose if it is a...
Okay. If it is...
Suppose if it is a banking application, he may steal, he may transfer crores of money to one person to another person. There might be any number of things.
Okay.
Suppose if someone sees the, someone can look into my code, then everyone can copy the same code, right? Without even permissions.
Yes.
And
say for
there
example,
are so many things.
Yep. For example, we three are doing one big banking application. Like we are doing a SBI application, right? Think like this.
Okay.
www.sbi.com. In that, it may be the multiple sub projects. Okay.
Yes.
Like loan app, loan related project. Like banking, like credit and debit related, like for depositing and for for transferring the money, for crediting the money to that bank. This second project deal like the two things. Okay, tell me other scenarios where we do bank application, loan related and banking related and credit related. Okay. See, for example, www.sbi.com/credit. Think like that. This is a website for credit, for a credit card. If everybody can access this website, like I can also access this website, can I nullify my credit bill, right?
Yes.
It can possible or not?
Yes.
Like I can change my credit limit to
0.
Like this also I can credit limit. I can increase my credit limit after taking the amount. I can do 0 also, right?
Yes.
Okay. This time security is required or not?
Yes, required.
Yes, required.
Then how we will provide the security for my web application?
So by default security, Spring provides one dependency.
Okay.
So we can use that. If we don't want to use that, we can write our own logic.
Okay. That may be the thing. Okay. I am not discussing about the Spring security. Just simply just I am taking the simple web application. Simple web application. Right? Before Spring, we have web applications, right? You know web applications, how the structure of web applications? Spring means like all are REST APIs, right?
Yes. Cheddar.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. If it is a web applications, how we are providing the security? Spring Boot is the like everything is the APIs, right? /emp, okay, /customer, person,
Screen share చేయలేదా?
sorry. Okay, everything is the REST, right? If you call this REST APIs, what's the output of what will it will return in Spring Boot applications? Ganesh,
Bro,
if it is
it will give response.
Response, what's the response it will give?
Whether it could be JSON,
Whether it
text,
could be
or anything. JSON, text, or anything.
Whether it may be the JSON or XML. It's not text, right? It's a web application. It has the, in web application, it will have the what it will have? Servlets, JSP. You forgot web application structure, Ganesh?
No.
Okay. If it is a Spring Boot applications, we know the concept. Okay. Later we can definitely discuss that. If it is a web applications, how they are providing the Spring security? That is my question. Why means there's a lot of difference between web applications and Spring Boot applications. Okay. Why
Yes.
I'm saying means, like if you click www.facebook, for example, www.facebook.com, how many times you are providing username and password for this?
Each time. Each time when we want to log into that Facebook, we are giving.
Okay, after logging,
no need to give. We can
no
access.
need to give. Okay. If we are providing only one time username and password, every subsequent request, we are not providing the username and password, right?
Yes.
Okay, how they are providing like that? Why they are not asking every time username and password? What's the concept behind that? Like REST APIs, it will work same way. See, if it is a web application, if it is a Facebook, I am providing username and password, I am clicking the login. Okay, till when I log out, till
cookies
when I
will
log
be
out,
maintained. Cookies will be maintained.
I am not providing every time username and password. Every time I am enjoying the every request, I am providing the request and I am getting the response. I am not providing everything username and password. But if it is a REST APIs, or if it is a API calls, every time I have to provide username and password, or every time I have to authenticate. You got my point, right?
Yes.
How web applications, how they are like how it will it, why they are not asking username and password every time? What's the concept behind that? That is my concept, my question. Sorry.
So
cookies?
in the browser, cookies
Okay.
and session management will happen.
Correct. Session management.
For that complete session, only it will ask one time.
Okay. What will happen when I'm entering username and password? When click on the login in backend, like in backend, first what they will create means, first they will create the session object. Okay. After first they will check this username and password proper or not. After like finalizing this username and password is correct, then first they will create the session object. In that session, they will provide this complete user information. For every request, it will enter into the filter. In that filter, first they will check this particular request has user object or not. If that user object is there, means the person is logged into our system. If it is not, if user object is not there, means what?
It will show error.
It will show error. That means user is not logged in. Okay. When the person is click on logout, they will remove the user information into the session object. Okay. For web object,
yes,
this security concept they are doing by using the session object. Okay. In web application, this is the not concept. Sorry, in Spring Boot application, this is not web application, right? This is the everything is the REST APIs. Okay.
yes,
You got point, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. Now we are deviating our concept. Our concept is authentication and authorization.
Yes.
Authentication and authorization. Okay. Before example, we discussed about the building and like security person. Security person will ask basic 2 questions. Who are you? What's the purpose? Okay.
Yes.
In these 2 things, it will affect what is the authorization concept, what is the authentication concept. Like previously we discussed, right? Web application. In that web application also, first we are providing the username and password. If they are what they are doing inside, first they will check username and the password is the proper or not.
Yes.
For checking username and password is correct or not, this is that concept is authorization or authentication.
Authenticating.
Authentication. Okay. What is the concept of authorization? Previously, we like I explained, right? Web applications, why we are how we are doing. They are doing like security. Later, I will discuss you. I will discuss about this thing for REST APIs, how we are providing this security. Okay. Then what is the concept of authorization? We got the authentication concept. What is the authorization? What is the meaning of authorization?
Authorization means, suppose if we take an application, there are different kind of role of people will be there.
Okay.
So every method should not be, I mean, accessed by every person.
Okay.
Some role based, suppose if I already told you, right? If
Yes.
manager is there, he can access all the things. If some below manager, if any person is there, he can access some of the things. If a person who comes to the bank, he can deposit the money, he can withdraw money, that's it. Every person should not access everything. So that is authorization, role based authorization.
Yes, correct. Okay, for example, I will show you like sbi.com. Okay, this is the banking application. Here, when click on the login, here is asking username and password. Okay, if I provide only username and password, definitely it will check into the database. This username and password is existing in the database or not. Okay, if that username and password are correct, then it will return into that banking page. That's the concept of authorization. That is good. Definitely till there is no issue. Now issue came. If you take banking related applications, which type of persons we can see there? There may be the customer.
Customers. Yeah.
Okay, then there may be manager.
Employees.
There may be the cashier or clerk, salesperson,
credit card person,
credit card department persons.
department, because nowadays it is very important.
Yes, sir. Credit card department person. Then ATM for each ATM.
Personal loan person.
Personal loan related. Okay.
Gold loan.
Yeah, okay. Every loan. Okay, see, now for every if I give username and password, I can enter into the sbi.com application. After entering into the SBI application, if these all persons can access every URL means, then customer can access manager roles. What maybe he do? See, for example, I am the customer. In my account, I have only 0 balance. If I can access other persons, it may if I can access every URL, I can deposit in that account maybe 5 lakhs also I can deposit, right?
Yes or no?
If it is the bank manager, how many roles he can have? Roles means what can he do? If it is a manager, tell me what he can do.
He can approve some request.
Ganesh, if he is a manager, what can he do?
He can approve some requests.
He can approve
some request.
He can deposit in amount to any account. He can withdraw any amount in any person's account, or he can see how much balance in that account, or anything he can do.
Yes.
If you have like that URLs, if customer can access means what will happen? He can simply
withdraw money from others.
withdraw money from others accounts also. He can, if clerk can have that permissions, he can also do that much things, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If salesperson has that much access, what will happen?
He may deposit the money, or else he can withdraw money.
Only to
he can do everything whatever manager can do.
If manager can do, but the still problem is arise, right? For that, what can we do?
We need to restrict him.
We need to
restrict him not to access.
Not to access. For that, what we have to do? There is any way, is there?
We need to provide security for that particular functionality.
Okay. For security means what can we do?
We can restrict him not to access the page.
Say, for example, we have multiple URLs. Like I will tell you. For example, loan approval. This is the URL, or this is the request. Who can access this? This can access by customer. Customer can access this loan approval.
No.
If customer can access means we only simply apply for loan. We can simply approve the loan, right?
Yes.
This URL, who can access? Only manager can access. Okay. balance check. If it is a balance check, simply checking balance checking. Who can access this request?
Customer.
Customer can check their own balance, right? But he cannot check with other persons.
Okay.
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 Manager can see any persons.
Balance.
Okay. Then who can access balance check? Clerk can access, right? Okay. Then salesperson, we can't provide the permission for salesperson to check the balance of others. What we can do these things like loan approval and balance check, this we can call it as a authorities or actions. We can call it as actions, right? We can call it as actions.
Yes.
We can call or not?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Actions. Okay. Okay. Now authority means you can, in database we will provide this information that clerk can access the slash, only manager can access slash login approval, customer can access, and manager and clerk can access slash balance check. We will provide this information into the database. In the database we will provide in one table. These all are the roles. This customer, manager, clerk, sales, credit card department, and credit card department person, loan person, these all are the roles. For that particular role, we can provide the authorities or actions. Each role, this manager can do this much actions, this customer can do this much actions, and clerk this can do this much actions. This we call it as a authorization. Now you got authentication and authorization concept.
Yes, Anna.
Ganesh,
Hello.
you want to add any points here?
Actually, I got a call from some other person.
Okay.
I just disconnected. I thought you might told about something related to what is that? Roles.
Authorization.
Okay, authorization. So only specific person should have authorities on specific things,
Specific
not
thing.
to have authorities, for all the users.
All the yes.
Whoever that. Yes.
Yeah, we discussed this
For
also. See, for example,
okay.
loan approval is the action. We can call it as a action or
okay, got
yeah.
Got it. Because suppose I am a customer, I should not have the access to approve the loan.
Yes.
If I can have the approval for loan, so everyone will approve. Self approval will be happen.
Yes. See, here we discussed about the authentication and we discussed also authorization. Then in next session we will see how this authorization and authentication work in the Spring Security. In security point of view, we have some more like definitions like this: authorization, authentication. Like we discussed roles also. What is the roles? And we discussed about the actions or authorities. Okay. The actions performed by user or any person, we call it as a authority. Here authorities are like loan approval is the one authority, like balance check is the one authority. Okay, we will map these things in database. This customer can perform this operation, this manager can perform this operation, clerk can perform this operation. We will map these operations in the database. Okay, these all are the main concepts in security point of view. Got it?
Okay, got it.
Got it.
In Spring Security, we can provide like user, how many types of security we can provide by using the Spring Security? Like username and password point, like username and password, then Ganesh, will it work for REST APIs? Username and password related authentication, it will work? Or we have
username and password?
Yes, username and password related authentication, it will work, or we have to go with any other related authentications?
There are many type of authentications like token based authentication.
Okay, token based authentication, then
And what also,
yes,
I don't know, but
LDAP.
how? Oh yes, LDAP. One more is there, LDAP.
LDAP is there.
Basically,
What is there?
Carborized.
SSO related. Okay, in further sessions we can discuss about username and password based related authentication. Token based authentication or is the authorization? Ganesh?
Token based authentication, authorization.
Authorization, correct, not authentication. What
Because
will come on authorization or authentication? Yeah, tell me. You are telling something.
actually token based means once the user is login, so if you want to access particular thing, then for that thing we need to develop, I mean, token.
Yeah, I will show you with example also. See, when the token concept will come, after authentication only the token concept will come. Why means first we have to
I think I got one idea.
Yeah,
Suppose
tell me.
we logged into SBI banking.
Okay,
Once if we want to send the money to the
okay,
person,
okay.
it will ask for what is, I mean, it will ask for OTP. It will generate OTP and it will ask for OTP. Is
Yes.
it the same way how we are doing in JWT token based?
No, that's completely different
That is
scenarios. That completely
okay.
is different scenarios. Will discuss in depth in further sessions. Further session that is comes
Okay.
into that, like authentication only. That this authorization concept is different. See, for example, first we have to provide the username and password. Then it will give the some. See, for example, yeah, time is only 3 minutes left. See, for example, I will tell you the one scenario. Like we are calling to that, for example, what we can call for support persons. We'll call for one support. For example, we have problem with your network. Ganesh, you are catching my point? Hello?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, you are calling for support, like you have like a network issue in our area, like that. Like he can note every point in his system, and he will tell it will it will resolve in like 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours. It may resolve. After noting down everything, he will give one reference number. If it is not done, please call us and tell this reference number. He will guide you like that. He will reply.
Okay.
When you are calling next time, you no need to tell everything right for that purpose, for that person. Second time,
Yes, yes.
the second time, he may reply or other person may take that call, but no need to explain
Yes.
every point. Like in my area, this area is so and so, like that. You no need to explain. You just simply you are telling one reference number. What
Yeah,
he
the
will do? He
ticket
will
ID or something.
yeah, he will definitely he will take that reference number, and after entering this reference number, he can get he will get everything about your
Yes.
problem.
Yes.
Like same way, this tokens also it will work. Like for first
Okay.
time, you will give username and password. You will get the token. Next time, when you are hitting that any request, you won't provide the username and password next time. You simply pass this JSW token in a header. Okay, it will work.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
we will meet tomorrow. Only one minute is
Okay.
okay.